Welcome back to New Jersey Now. I'm Mark Bonamo. This past year, we've been talking about the debate over the expansion of liquor licenses in the state. But another issue that is also making headlines is the impact of regulations on our state's breweries. There's currently a bill in the legislature that would lift many of the restrictions. And just a few days ago, a Rutgers-Eagleton poll found that 92% of those surveyed supported lifting these restrictions. Joining me now are Denise Ford Sawadogo and Leo Sawadogo, who are the owners of Montclair Brewery. So, Mr. and Mrs. Sawadogo, please explain to me these regulations that came into effect last year and how did they affect you?
Well, it was really that they said they were going to start enforcing the restrictions on the number of events, limiting number of events to 25 for one type, 50 for another type. They were going to really push down hard on the no collaboration with food vendors, no food. And as you can imagine, it hurts. It's ridiculous, especially since we are a community-based company. Our motto is building community one beer at a time. So we have a lot of events only, and our customer base, our community loves that. They love having a place that they can come to for events, and to restrict us, I mean, 25 is not enough at all. And even safety purposes too, to drink without having food just kind of doesn't make sense.
All businesses, regardless of regulations right now, are trying to come back from COVID. We live in this new world now. How important is it that the regulations be changed in a way that would be more favorable to you in terms of trying to bring your business back as we're all coming out of COVID?
I think that's important, for it to do that because, COVID affected a lot of businesses, us a bit too. We could imagine like what we have been without that. And now this is the chance. People are finally starting to feel comfortable coming out and enjoying life again. And we can be another resource for them. We could be a venue. We could be a place where they could come and be comfortable and live a happy life. And having these restrictions is now basically saying, hey, no, you can't do that. So it's not only hurts us, yes, it hurts us in business, but it's also hurting other people too. And not only our customers or people in the neighborhood that want to come and just have a great time and be entertained, but it's hurting entertainers, it's hurting food businesses, because we're all connected. We get bands to come and play. If they can't come and play, that affects them and their business and their livelihood. If there's, let's say, local restaurants, local caterers that we may want to partner with, but the restriction says, hey, no, you can't do that, that can hurt them too. I mean, so it's not just us, we're so interconnected with so many other things as well.
You talk about being interconnected. Your business is up on Walnut Street. That stretch of Montclair is one of these very popular downtown type atmospheres, all these businesses together. Are you worried that by allowing, if changes take place and that food can be served at a restaurant, you can work with the food trucks, that you'll kind of take away business from that little restaurant row that's right there?
I don't think that is necessarily, the truth. You should have seen Walnut Street prior to Montclair Brewery coming in. As soon as we opened, we saw restaurants starting to flourish. That's what business bring to a community. A lot of businesses starting to establish. And it's great because it's helped them. People that go to dine over there on these places come to the brewery and pick a beer and try to pair food with that. That is what building community one beer at a time mean. The food truck, it's sometime when we have event, we can bring a specialty food truck. You got Jamaican food truck, you got Asian food truck. Those kind of things, sometimes we call the food truck to come and supply the food to the people that are gonna come for those kind of events. So again, that law take us back to prohibition, which doesn't make any sense. I don't understand why the laws should be different in New York. And then, in New York, you can't serve people, you can't serve beer without food. And in New Jersey, you have to serve beer without food. And given a lot of people that work in New York live in New Jersey, it doesn't make any sense. We need to bring everybody to the same kind of level and allow us, to give people beer. And our beer is sometimes have some high ABV. You don't want somebody tipsy because he doesn't have anything in his stomach.
Now, the New Jersey Division of Alcohol and Beverages Control, they've defended these restrictions. They've said it's a way to balance the interests of the breweries from those of the restaurant and bar owners who have to pay hefty fees for liquor licenses. What's your reaction to that?
Well, we're a manufacturer, of course. We pay the same hefty fee for equipment installation and everything else. Of course, the restaurant, the government needs to balance these kind of things. So we pay the same amount of money, in taxes. We bring a lot of businesses, like I just mentioned, and I don't think it's because the other people pay for liquor license and then we don't pay for liquor license. That should be the talking point of those kind of things. I think should find the balance.
Now, there's legislation being proposed that could remove these restrictions, could remove the limits on events, that could remove the idea that there'd be a problem serving food in your establishment. What would that change mean to your business directly?
That would be just such a huge lift, basically, for the business. It's like if you're being strangled, we're being strangled right now, and finally then the hands are off, have been removed off the neck.
Yes.
That you could breathe, because now it's like, I feel like we could really flourish, because right now we're not flourishing as we could if we didn't have these restrictions. Right now, we're purposely have to operate in a way that we can't promote what we're doing.
Right.
We can't flourish, which makes no sense. The whole objective of a business, to open a business, is to be successful, is to grow. And basically right now the ABC is saying that, no, you can't do that. Hey, these are all these restrictions, so you can't have this event, you can't promote, you can't take care of your customers by providing food. Those are business killers. So with those being removed, we can finally breathe.
Summer's upon us, a lot of beer to serve,
Oh, yeah.
and changes potentially to get made. That's all for New Jersey Now. We'll see you next week.